Okay, so I am running a quick test. Beautiful. And we'll just make sure that works on the live stream. Beautiful. Okay, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to play this game in the window, and that's okay. It's just gonna have to be how it goes down. It's everything that could have gone wrong with this stream has gone wrong with it, but that's okay. Here we are, ready to go. Let's begin again. It's like the 5th time today I've watched these cutscenes. Okay. This intro cutscene is pretty long. It's pretty standard in pretty much any Zelda game, honestly, starting out. Is there's going to be a pretty lengthy intro scene. Okay, I guess I should probably restate what I'm doing. My other stream fucked up hard. So what I'm doing is, earlier this morning my roommate and I were watching this other kid stream Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. He was doing a 3-heart challenge, but we noticed that he was using fairies in the bottle. So I was watching him fight this boss, and it was really more like 12 hearts. I mean, he used all 4 bottles and all 4 fairies. And so we asked him about it in the comments, and he said he thought it was suicide to try it without the fairies. And so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a whirl without the fairies, and I think we'll be just fine. Honestly, it'll be hard. 3 hearts is rough. But I also discovered this morning that this game was released in 1998, and I played it in 1998. So I played this game for the first time 20 years ago. I feel like 20 years worth ought to make you able to do it on 3 hearts. Alright, so first things first. We need a sword. And we need a shield. Sword, the game's just going to go ahead and give us. We just have to go retrieve it. And then the shield is going to cost us 40 rupees. So we will start to gather those as we go. Go ahead and let that go by. Oh, whoops. We're going to get owned by it if we don't wait now. Yep, that was right. Oh, I got time. Ooh. Barely. Barely! Sometimes I'm impatient. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and equip that. Sorry, it caused a terrible glitch when I pause. We'll go ahead and save, because like I mentioned earlier, I'm paranoid about saving. I save as often as I can. Beautiful. Alright, we're going along okay. So, we've got a sword. And we can cut grass now, so see if we can get a few more rupees out of this. Beautiful. And we're halfway there. Sometimes. Yeah, we are directly halfway there. Beautiful. So we can get 10 more rupees. Just going directly in here. The other boxes are just hearts, so we're going to go ahead and ignore them. Now our next little trick. If you don't touch the water texture, if you touch the water texture at all, you screw this up. You can jump across here and get 5. And then once again, you want to not touch the water texture, so I recommend coming around to this side because I can never get it to jump properly without touching the water texture. Unless I come to this side, and you can repeat and do the same jump puzzle and also get another. Oh, it didn't give me 5 rupees. Okay. Thought it was. She wants to tell me annoying things. However, in the case that the other one doesn't give you 5 rupees, then just come back out and repeat. Bling. Done. Now we have enough to buy a shield. Nope, we don't need to buy anything else, so let's go ahead, re-equip our shield. Go ahead and save again, because why not? Alright, so now we have a shield. See? See? It's a ramp, not a real texture. Anyway. This guy's gonna be a butthead. We're gonna have to prove we belong here. Here we are. It's uncomfortable in my pocket. first enemy. Killing them, harvest some Deku sticks. Dooku sticks, whatever. I don't really freaking know or care. Alright, so we're gonna have another cutscene. For just a moment.
Oh my god!
Oops. I was making sound and I am definitely on a live stream. Sorry guys, checking my Snapchat. Do I understand this task? Yes. So the task is to go inside and break the curse that's on the Dooku tree. We can definitely do that. But spoiler alert, he's just gonna die anyways. So rip. Alright. Let's do this. It'll be fun. What do you want to say to me? Come on, be brave. Let's go to the great Dooku tree. Yeah. Shut up. So, later iterations of the game, like, that's way less useful. The helper voice they give you. But, indeed, damn it. Back in. Thank you. Okay, so these are interesting. Because they, unless you stun them first, just yield seeds instead of Dooku nuts instead of Dooku sticks. Now we've got a solid lineup of items at the moment, so we can go ahead and assign some of those out, leaving the down value open because very soon I am anticipating getting an item that I will like a lot. I'm going to put nothing, rip. Alright, let's. Haha, she's trying to trick me. You don't want to climb that wall until you have an item which can kill those, which we're going to go get really soon, is a slingshot. It's the main item of this dungeon. Besides the map and the compass, which are useful, they're useful. We could have just not got it, honestly, because I don't anticipate this taking us very long or being very difficult. But she's gonna make me go slower than I would like to. So this is kind of useful. You use this for the whole rest of the game. I feel like if you've ever played this before, you already know this knowledge. But yeah, it said if you tilt forward from a high jump, you on the joystick, you won't die, or you'll take less damage at least, bare minimum. So hearts are going to be a precious commodity in this game, so we're going to go ahead and leave that in case we need it later. And we might. Beautiful. It even comes fully equipped with full ammo. Alright. So this is the first puzzle that the game has offered us. You're gonna wanna pull out that slingshot you just got, turn around and immediately fire it. Now we got some Dooku seeds, so those are ammunition for your slingshot. I wish I grabbed that heart, it's gone. I would have thought it would have stayed. But alright, so now we can go back down here. And we can slay these guys pretty quickly. And alright, so if, like this one, it's too far away to if you just put your put your enemy right in the middle of the slingshot, it's pretty intuitive. Oh shit. Broke that. And it just an enemy like that only takes one hit to kill. Most enemies throughout the game are either not killable with the slingshot or take multiple hits to destroy. Okay. Alright. Oops. Excuse me. All right. We're gonna leave that be. Alright, so the solve for this is gonna be to grab some fire with your Dooku stick and come on over. Now if you put this away, it'll preserve your stick and your inventory won't go down any. So this is a prime example of an enemy that will take multiple hits with the slingshot to kill. Oops. Oh, I didn't miss. I did miss. Missed enough that it didn't. Okay, well, we'll just go back up and jump. One more time. I've heard tell you can actually just jump from here, but let's find out, huh? Definitely not. Annoying. Go all the way back up to the top. And these guys are back. Targeting system is not gonna work right now. That's the one where we killed them already. Beautiful. Alright, note to self, hit it on the dead middle, if at all possible. things here. We're gonna light this torch. And we're gonna grab this. Come across this middle bit. And use our fire to get through the door. Gotta find another one of these little scrubs. Two, three, one. All right. I think we can remember that. All right. Okay. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things under the water. Oh, I hate it when she forces me to listen to what she wants me to. Beautiful. Okay. Now at this point, we just need to go. Get on this platform and oops. If you're gonna stun it when it's the other way around. Like so. Jumping like that to perform an attack does double damage with whatever sword you're using. Which is fortunate because this sword does shit for damage. Oops, come on. Climb. Ooh. Ooh. Almost died there. Ooh. Oops. Alright, so we have 2 torches in this room. And same as before, it just unlocks the door. We regened our health. Whoops, once again. Careful on when you stun them. Goodbye. Alright, we're gonna be a little crafty about how we do this because these guys are annoying once they've fallen down. So you can go in there and like let them fall down and deal with them the hard way. They shoot projectiles at you and they're kind of annoying. God damn it. Okay, so this will be a place we come back later when we have bombs, but for now, we don't care about that direction. We do care about this direction. Okay, so we've got a net. Appears like we're gonna be doing a jump puzzle like before. Oh, man. But you deal me damage. That's unfortunate. But oops. Come on, grab hold. fact, we're going to be using fire. And I see all the gold spiders. Gold scatulas I have passed. We're leaving those alone on purpose. I believe this chest is a heart though, and might as well top off. You always use that stick as far as I can tell. Alright, so we gotta beat this other guy's brothers. 2, 3, and 1. It's so annoying that someone betrayed us, that I'm going to betray my queen. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and head on into the boss fight of this temple. Or, I don't know, temple, dungeon, whatever. Pull this out. It's going to go ahead and activate. And then we're going to get ready to do battle. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. God damn it. I didn't expect, honestly, to take any damage. I'm marginally surprised. That's just only gonna give me seeds. That's fine. I missed that one. And I missed that one. Alright. They're only marginally more annoying to fight without. Now, watch the shadow after you've killed all of them, because you will. Occasionally. Yeah, she dropped. Alright. Beautiful. Stand too close, you end up with these eggs landing on you. That's unfortunate. Alright, we've got probably a couple more attack sequences like this. And then we'll be done with this one. You can also just go over and strike them before they hatch. Always annoyed by the fact that you can't get her twice. You can also stun her by shooting her in the eyeball with a slingshot. Oops. Don't touch the eggs, they deal damage to you. Honestly, most bosses in Zelda are pretty much this. You just kind of memorize the routine they go through. When they get heavily damaged, a lot of them have like a second phase they enter. It's a little easier to deal damage as you go along. And there we are. Alright, so we're gonna get a full heart container for beating that, but we are actually just going to ignore that. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And we're gonna walk the fuck away. Now time for another cutscene. Sure. If you say no, you have to listen anyway, so you might as well say yes. Kids crying outside, you can probably hear them. Having a rough day. You know, it would be really beneficial if somebody in this universe would figure out how to kill Ganon, like, not just seal him away or get rid of him for a while, but really kill him, because he's the bane of their universe. They managed to lock him away somewhere, he comes back over and over and over again, they just continually go through this cycle. This is a semi-long cutscene. Oh no, poor Dooku Tree. He's a goner. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the castle. He's giving me a magic stone. It's funny because I actually really like magic rocks in real life. Alright, me and this fairy, we're gonna team up and do this. Save Hyrule. Excuse me. Uh-oh. This kid and I do not get along. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Alright. There's gonna be one more cutscene before we're done with cutscene. There's gonna be a couple more hold your breath and wait moments in the next couple, for a bit. Gonna have a bit of a heartwarming scene between Link and his childhood heartthrob. Get rid of that. Cool beans. This is an item that will remain basically in our inventory like 80% of the time. We really use it a lot. It's the first Ocarina you get in this game. It'll be replaced eventually by the Ocarina of Time, but it's a cool one for the moment. Alright. Gonna have to talk to this owl up here. He's tricky. Yeah, this game was pretty great. At 8 years old, it blew my mind. It was like far better than any game I had ever played, and it delivered on everything that I hoped and wished that a video game could be. And honestly, very few games since then have even attempted to deliver on that. So, good job, Nintendo. This one was a good one. You want to make sure you say yes, or he'll repeat everything he just said to you, which is, I mean, it's useful if you've never played this game before, I suppose. I think he was telling us shit about how our map works. Alright. Those things will fucking end you. They're kind of hard to fight. We don't have good enough weapons at the moment to really come out on top of. So just gonna go. It's gonna become nighttime before we make it to the castle, so we are gonna have to fight Staphos. Maybe we'll make it. And that was just, no, we're gonna barely not make it. That's how it's gonna go down. Holy shit, I might make it in the gate. Nope, barely not made it. You got a couple options here. You can either just slice a few of these up until it's morning, or you can hop in the water, because if they fall in the water, they immediately die. But honestly, they're not terribly hard. Just take a little bit of time. In this game, days and nights are pretty quick. And soon, let's whip out our Ocarina. We'll get a song that'll allow us to manipulate the passage of days and days and nights, which will cause us never to get locked out like this again. You know, I suppose if I lived in a world where skeletons popped out of the ground at night, I would want to close my doors at night as well. So this is probably important to note. When you're facing an enemy, you can use the up C stick or whatever you're playing on, corresponding button, to get like some information about the enemy. This is like, yeah, don't be afraid of it, just go nuts, attack it. It's pretty vulnerable to like repetitive attacks. It's pretty vulnerable to pretty much everything. It's not a very powerful enemy. It's not particularly threatening. I never thought one of these might kill me. I will admit, as a kid, they kind of scared me and stressed me out just by the nature of being skeletons. Oop. Occasionally I try to move the camera like a modern video game with my second joystick, and that doesn't work. Alright, so here's the main way you're going to generate money. At least when you're a kid. Honestly, when you're an adult as well, because it works just great. Just come in this room and smash a shitload of pots. There's plenty of rupees in here. Whoops. We're actually gonna leave that alone. You'll see why. I have my reasons. I have things I want to do with those spiders, and that's for me to know and you guys to find out later. It's okay, we won't re-break that box in the future, so it won't be a problem. Alright. And then it's really just a matter of rinse and repeat. Oh, there's also... So I should note that there is another way to generate some rupees. And that is... you can get a little crafty with it. Lock up this texture. Which is a little difficult, but super possible. Get out. Swim down to where we can get out. Oops. Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, there's a couple options for getting up there. So you can walk up the chain like I was about to do, or you can wait on the very edge of the gate, and when it becomes nighttime, it'll just lift you up there. That gives you a couple advantages. But as you can see, let's see if it'll let us look up there. Okay, well, maybe. There we go. It doesn't show. Okay, there are rupees up here, kind of a lot. Like, I think there's a 50 piece. So we'll give it one whirl. Nah, that's a 20. 20. I believe you can do the same for the other side. And you can. What do you know? And, I mean, we don't really need rupees for anything right now, but we may at some point in the future, and we're just gonna go around maxed out. So your initial wallet that you start with maxes out at 99 rupees, so just call it a win there and keep going. Alright, so we need to go to the castle. That's dead ahead. We're gonna have to talk to her because we're gonna need her in a little bit. And I believe we do have to trigger this. Notice how this UI is a jackass, and the yes and the no frequently switch positions, making you always have to pay the fuck attention. It's a little bit annoying. Alright. So this can be done day or night. I mean, it's marginally easier at night. But really the key is to just not trigger the guards. Doing that is, I've heard you're just supposed to like follow the butterflies. I got caught. But by the time we get back over there, so you can also pay to get through the gate. This might be good. We need the chicken egg anyways. So that was serendipitous. That was a serendipitous moment getting caught. So unlike the regular outside, Staphos do not spawn in this ground. Also, the guards see way less clearly. I think this is what they mean about following the butterflies, just going from flower patch to flower patch, but genuinely, like, the guards cannot see you very well at night. Excuse me. Should have grabbed some water before I started streaming, but hey, you live and learn. So now, I'm gonna go ahead and get that egg out, because we're gonna need it real soon, and we're just gonna wait for daylight. Alright, our chicken is hatched, it's morning, this guy's sleeping. Time to wake up! Alright. Let's tell him that his daughter is looking for him. This guy's got a real sleep problem. It's not the last time he falls asleep in this game. Alright, next step, we're just going to go ahead and grab these crates and push them in the water. Or, not quite the water, but just push them where the game wants you to push them. Maximum to the side, maximum off the side. Alright. So what this is going to do is allow us to reach this conspicuous hole, which we weren't quite high enough to reach before. If he had just tried jumping, we would have made it. Alright, the next part of the puzzle is sneaking past the guards. This is not particularly challenging. Just like use some common sense and it'll be just fine. That's our shot. So you got options here. You can walk around the top on this. Oops. Walk across this beam. Apparently, if you jump at all, you will get caught. It's kind of interesting, actually. Didn't realize that. Okay. Back to the grind. That was a risk. I knew it was a risk because I'm a little impatient with these puzzles sometimes. Rip! Alright, back in. Let's try not to get caught this time because then we'll have to wait all night. You can't come in at night. It's just not. There's always guards guarding the hole at night. You'd think they'd get clever and just do that always, but nah. Not so. Alright, we'll wait for these guards to get into alignment. So if you just wait for this guy, turn his back, ooh, that's not it. You'll see. And then just like go for it. Have a blast. This I used to think was a little tricky, but literally just go for it. I want to say this is damn near just go for it as well. Let's see what we're gonna do. More or less, this is kind of just go for it. Kind of, we might have screwed that up royally. That's okay. We'll just follow these guys around until we can go where we want to go. Okay. And we made it. Here we are to the castle. Cannot cut these. Be kind of cool if you could, but can't now. And cutscene. Yeah, I don't know how he thought this was gonna go. Some strange kid with a sword just sneaks into a castle, starts talking to the princess. In real life, I think he'd end up executed. Except for he endeared himself to the princess quite early on. So this rock is kind of cool. My roommate bought it at the Saturday market, which is a farmer's market in Portland on Saturday, from a homeless person who was selling it. And it's an interesting, I would bet it's quartz based, but I don't know for certain. It's got actual like moss growing inside of it, which is kind of cool. It kind of feels a little bit like the forest around here. Its aura and energy. I like it a lot. It's just sitting here on the desk, hanging out with me. This is my own piece of scolecite. It's a new one because I lost my old one, but I really like it. It's really pretty. Once again, you want to say yes, or she'll just repeat it. Alright, we're going to take our first look at the bad guy of this series. There's Mr. Ganon. Oh, I guess he's Ganondorf right now. He's the leader of the Grudos, kind of. Okay. Alright, we got the letter. And we're gonna get stopped by Impo over here. We're gonna learn our first song on our fancy Ocarina. Ocarina, whatever. I'm from Utah. We're not the best at pronouncing things. It's alright. Alright, so she's just going to take us safely out all the way to, all the way to the front. Alright, there are a couple things we need to do to prepare to go up Death Mountain. First is I need a metal shield. There are a couple ways you can go about that. You can go up to the village and talk to somebody, do a little side quest, and take some price off the shield. But we're not going to do that. I just need it, and we're just going to buy it. And do that by coming to this shop in Hyrule in like the little castle area. And there's this, there it is. It only saves you a marginal amount, I think. Oops, we don't need anything else actually. A tool. Can't even buy arrows. Can't even use them. So we'll go ahead and equip this shield, which isn't really useful when you're a kid, but it's fireproof, and where we're going, that's important. Alright, and the second thing we undoubtedly need we're going to need is to go learn the Song of the Forest. So we're going to go back to the forest where we just came from. And go do a little puzzle in the Lost Woods. Night and day matter a little less from here on out. Beautiful. Okay, so now we need to go to the Lost Woods. Groupie down there. Hey guys, just so you know, there's a fiver just hanging out there at the beginning. When you need a shield, there's 5 rupees. Learn something new every freaking day. Alright, so Lost Woods. We're gonna need a little bit of sound. Really, you just walk up, with the exception of that one at the beginning. Like, that's not the way to go. You see how you can't really hear the Lost Woods theme? Alright, so this is something we can do really fast to just go ahead and, whoops. Going to increase the amount of seeds we can hold. So you might as well do this when you pass through here. I mean, you've got the time. Just now you can hold 10 more ammunition than you could before, which is a little bit useful. Right. The owl. Fucking hate the owl. Nope. Definitely not that way. That's something, but not what we need. Oops. Might have just fucked that up. Nope. Did it just right. Perfect. Alright, this is a Wolfo. Actually, to be honest, it's gonna be easier to deal with this other shield. Alright, if you just wait for them to attack and turn their backs like that, you can just do a jump attack and finish them off with one move. It's pretty convenient. The main enemy you've got to worry about in here is the Dooku Baba. Or whatever these are. Dooku Scrub. Oops. Oops, we went the wrong way. I don't want to come across here. Now we're gonna swim. Whoops, 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 whoops. I probably should carry a little bit more, but it's really not a crucial part we're at, and like, there's plenty of ways to gen health from here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and learn our first song. Beautiful. Alright. So we've got that piece down. Next thing, so we've got everything we need to go ahead and go make our approach on Death Mountain. So we're gonna go right on up to Death Mountain. So there's plenty of side shit you can do. Lots of it, plenty. That is not in short supply by any means. God damn it, the other guys. We're just gonna leave them alone. They win. However, we may not be grabbing fairies in a bottle. Doesn't mean we can't make a quick stop at this fairy fountain. Grab a fairy, full heal. Beautiful. Here we go. Alright. The way out's a lot easier. You just jump over the top. I find that wildly convenient. And the owl again. Blah blah. Be quiet. Careful with spamming the buttons, or you might end up screwing shit up. No. You don't have to memorize the melodies. They will always be there. Alright. Now that's going to go ahead and kick us out. We're going to be on our merry little way. Just gonna ignore those because, I mean, they're not in our way or anything, and all we're going to do is going up to Kakariko Village, going up Death Mountain. See, they are really, really, like, worthless enemies. They're never gonna hurt you in a million years. Alright, so for this next piece, you're gonna need, we'll go ahead and switch to our other shield, and you're gonna need this letter. Why not? It's always best to be paranoid about saving. Save extra rather than too little. At least that's how I like to play games. So I would like to point out, how does this random guard that just works in this town know what the princess's handwriting looks like? I don't know. He does. So he asks you for a favor here. This is a side quest you can do. Oh, look, I already have it. So you could have talked to this guy first, gone back, got the shield, and gotten a discount on it, but you know. So this is another side quest you can get involved in, and perhaps we'll do that later, but for now, I'm really just focusing on beating the game with 3 hearts. That's it. I hate tech tags. They have and will always be my least favorite enemy in this game. I couldn't explain why. I've just never liked them. I find them somewhat difficult. Their jumpiness makes them kind of hard to kill. Occasionally, most of the time, they're patient. And they're just fine. Careful coming around this corner up here. Oops. 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 Whoop. Don't get hit by that, it does deal you damage. Alright, so there's a couple things we need to do here. First, there's no way into the cave. It's sealed up. That's a problem for us. And the main reason it's a problem is because we can't lift bomb flowers, we don't have bombs. So what we're going to do is go ahead and play the Zelda's Lullaby right here, standing on this mat, and it will open the door for you. You will need your Ocarina still, and you'll need an additional song, which is why we went and just learned that right now. So let's look up the key sequence for it real quick. Alright, down, over. Whoa. No, 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 no. No. Okay, we're gonna have to speak first. Okay, now it should trigger. You should get all happy and dance and give us some shit that allows us to lift some things. Link and Zelda are dangerous for children. They just decided like to get involved in this instead of telling the king, who like is this guy's sword brother, and you know, like maybe would have been able to do something about it, but no, instead the children decided to handle it themselves. So that's another thing. If Ganondorf is so powerful, like he poisoned the tree magically in order to kill it, why doesn't he just kill everyone and take their stone? I don't know. Alright, this is essential. We need this item. It's just a rupee. Alright, not a whole lot that was useful, but that's really all we need for right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and leave. Nope, nope, not there. Means we probably missed our turn? No, we didn't. The Goron City is a little confusing. Sometimes. Alright, all the way out. Here we go. Alright, so after you get the gauntlets, first thing you're going to need to do is come over here and pick this bomb flower. And, whoop, whoop, whoop. 50-50. It should work. We got it in the right spot. Beautiful. Now, the game is stupid and isn't going to let us jump over, but that's okay. Alright. Then, yep, just go on down the hill and you can enter the Dongo's Cavern now. This is the second dungeon. Alright, we'll grab a bomb and place it wherever you'd like to. So the disadvantage that this the Hylian shield gives you is that as a child you can't like walk and defend. That's kind of annoying, but it'll keep our shield from being burnt up. Oops, whoops, whoops, whoops. That was actually pretty terrible. Considering that we don't have all that much life. Alright, so those, when they see you, they immediately try to kill you. There's a couple ways to take care of them. Basically all of them involve bombs. Oops. He is just going to try to sell us an overpriced shield. So we're going to ignore that. Oops. Map. Alright, we've got our first item. I feel like I just saw a button to push. Did I not? Did I miss it? Perhaps. Perhaps. Alright, we'll run along and check the other side. I thought there was a... Ah, no, this other side will definitely be where we go first. Alright. So as you can see, these are not really all that threatening. Still, we have not faced something truly threatening yet. No, we didn't get burned. That's alright. Okay, climb the ladder. Let's see what we just grabbed. Nothing important. I didn't think so. Alright. So we can go through this door over here. We're not. First, we're gonna get a bomb. Now we're gonna go through. Whoops. All right. You can just kind of ignore those things. They will make a dive for you if you do. Alright, this button is almost definitely going to need something to be dragged onto it and left since there's something heavy nearby. I mean, it's not for sure. It might have just been a one-off push, but I doubt it. So, better safe than sorry. God damn. You don't have to kill them while they're still on the walls, but it is easier if you do. And I believe we're going into a fight right now. We are, so we're actually going to put back on our other shield so that we can like use proper defense mechanics. Oops, I got caught by that one. Now it's his friend's turn. Literally never tried that before. That's annoying. Okay, we did that the easy way. Let's go get our... check these pots. Ooh, beautiful. And look at that, fully healed. And not even stressing. To be fair though, we have not, there's nothing, we've faced nothing difficult yet. I believe all we've got to do is light a couple torches in this room. 3 torches altogether. So we just need an initial source of fire. And our Dooku sticks. These things are pretty slow, so as long as you don't like stand directly in front of it for a period of time, like I'm doing right now, it won't deal you damage. Okay, and that's, I don't know, a good portion of that temple done. Or dungeon, excuse me, not temple. Let's go ahead and go across the map. Oh, you can't kill me, yeah. Alright. Now we're gonna do this door. Alright, this is one of the coolest pieces of this whole dungeon. First, we're gonna blow this up. And we're gonna do this because I like it. This is why I like it so much. I don't know, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Especially the first time you ever see it in life. Alright. Yeah, let's go upstairs first. Alright, we've re-racked up some good rupeeage. Yep, okay, once again, we're leaving the gold scatulas alone for now. Fun fact, ooh, just in case. Let's get rid of these quick. So all of these statues, except for this one, are actually enemies, and they will attack you and try to kill you if you touch them and wake them up. Just a rupee? Okay. See, if we had been wearing our other shield, we wouldn't have it anymore. That's where we'd be at with this. Oops. Oops. Honestly, that's enough. Just pull that brick straight past. Then you can climb up here. And you have access to this. Which is kind of a thing you gotta just deal with right here for a sec. Oops. Still a little too early. There we go. It's best if you can just get it resting on that ledge and then you're good to go. Alright, second fight. We're gonna cheat again. Your turn, big guy. Go ahead. Oh. I fucked that one up entirely. Ooh, that's bad. Let's not die, huh? Ooh. They're gonna continue pursuing me, but if I come over here, level the playing field just a little. Come on, big guy. You're waiting for me to come back over here. Alright. Alright, that's done. We almost spent her life on it, but you know, whatever. Hit that switch. Quickly hit this switch. Beautiful. Alright. Let's keep it going. Alright, beautiful. So right now we are about to get the main item for this dungeon. Perhaps not. Perhaps it's just the compass. But I think it's a bomb bag. Maybe not. It is. Haha. What a lucky guy. I concur. That is awfully freaking lucky. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay. Now we can quickly reach the second floor. That will actually be useful. In a little bit. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, you know, this is actually serendipitous. Because you can go this route. Potentially will deal you damage. Should you choose it. So, I'm not Honestly, I don't really 100% remember what was up the stairs, but not important. Damn it down. And that is what happens when you're wearing your other shield. You'll lose it. We're just gonna keep taking damage if we don't wear it. Whoops. That was a case of pushing the wrong button multiple times. Beautiful. They both wanted to give me a... You don't have to pull this all the way and line it up, just like enough that you can stand there. Honestly, I think you can technically do it as soon as like the first textures are really lined up for this. Oh. There's nothing essential to solving this temple behind that door, but we'll fucking go ahead and take a look, huh? This is gonna no, we definitely don't care. We don't care. That's what we ultimately decided. And now we're gonna have to redo this bit, but that's okay. Whoop. Over. Okay, apparently that's not a maneuver we're gonna make. Whoops. Can you grab onto that, please? Thank you. Whoops. Whoops. Stop. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's out of our way for the moment. We just waste a shitload of ammo on nothing. Alright, up we go. Oops. I really need to fix my sword button. I've got it mapped wrong on this controller. We don't really need it, but so we'll just leave it. Alrighty, and the whole purpose of this puzzle was to get this block. Nothing. Come on, Mr. Keith. Get interested in me. Come attack me so we don't have to deal with you later. It's gonna want to bother me while I'm doing this. I did drop something. Couple rupees. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and drop this on in. can exit through this door. Alright, so we're just about to the boss. If you were going to get a bottle and store a fairy for this battle, your fairy was right. You just saw the fairy. I broke those pots and there was a fairy came out. Yeah, that's your fairy. Since we're not gonna do that, we're just gonna charge in and fucking fight this guy. Whoops. We almost missed that. Worth it. Whoops. Whoops. Damn it. What the hell? We'd be better about that. First time we ever arrived here, my brother and I, first we got our ass whooped, and then the game got shut off before we could save, which was devastating at the time. At the time. I mean, we grew up in it. Didn't really matter long term. Oops. Too early. Okay. And that is that boss. Beautiful. So once again, we're gonna just ignore that heart piece and keep on going. We'll go ahead and watch this cutscene. All right. Sworn brothers. Alrighty. We got the spiritual stone of fire now. Okay. Well, I guess we've only got the spiritual stone of water left to get, and then we've got all the spiritual stones. Okay, and let's go up. This fairy's gonna give us some magic. That's kind of worth getting. Well, especially since we're not gonna. It's worth getting, especially since we're playing it fast and loose with the lack of hearts. I love that the physics in this game don't work proper and the bombs stick on slanted surfaces instead of rolling. It'd be really annoying if they rolled. I got dealt damage by that. Boom! A little too early on that one. And there we go. Okay. This is where this shield does come in handy when you're small. This is during the rock rains. If you find yourself in the shadows, immediately pull out your shield or you're going to be toast. Alright, now we're out of the trigger zone for that. So you can actually sneak past these guys pretty okay. But, we might as well kill them since we have the means to do so. Now that we've taken them all out, we can just make a push for the top without having to worry about it. Hate that guy. We're gonna try not to trigger the owl with all of our might. If I'm really careful, stay on the wide angle of things, we might be just fine. We managed not to trigger the owl. Alright, so this is the first fairy fountain we found. We are going to go ahead and play the Song of the Royal Family to activate the Great Fairy Sequence. Okay, so we got a little bit of magic that's increased our sword attack and allows us to charge up our spin attack. So that'll be important. We will be stopping there eventually the next time we're in the neighborhood. Okay, we should be fully healed now as well. That's the benefit of going to see the fairy. So see, yep, as you can see, we now got a magic bar. We're so gonna avoid that. But yeah, we can charge. And if we continue holding, we can even charge it even further. Alright, alright, roll, roll, roll! And it's still a little bit too far to not be damaged, but that's okay. Just waiting for the rocks to stop falling so we can get out of here. We're almost out. This is painstaking and tedious. Alright, so that's that. Let's go ahead and give a quick save. And I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there for the day. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and join me next time. We'll do a little bit more. Have a good day. Bye-bye.